Alright, what's going on, guys? Today is Friday, May 8th. I'm going to be going over today's price action and the one trade that I took today. I wasn't able to record a video yesterday just because I was traveling. I was on a plane during New York Open. I was trying to take a trade, but just had no internet. And if I go back, actually, there was a pretty A-plus setup yesterday. Yeah, right here. I think it was a 3-minute inversion. You go on the 3-minute. Yeah, right here. This trade was great. SMT'd at this low. We had all-time highs clearly. We were delivering from a higher time frame key level right here. I think we were. No higher time frame key level delivery on this one, but just clear all-time high price action. Definitely wanted to rip up towards all-time highs. You get a 3-minute inversion, perfectly V-shaped right here. And I tried to enter in on this one, and we clearly flushed up to all-time highs. So tried to enter on this one. Probably would have played out for about a 1 to 2 if you would have had your stops just below the fair value gap, which I think was all right on this one. But if you had your stops at the SMT low, 1 to 1 at all-time highs, that would have played out as well. So that was the first trade that I liked yesterday, and I was on a plane, tried to take this, wasn't able to. But beautiful setup yesterday. So if you took that, good stuff. And then just moving forward to today, there was not really any higher time frame gaps in our way here that I wanted to see us retrace off of. No 15 minutes, no hourly, nothing really. Didn't want to see price come all the way back down here, to be honest, just because it was a very protected low. So very high resistance. Didn't think we'd probably get a push down to there. And the fact that we already created new all-time highs, I just kind of expected us to continue to flush forward. The first trade that I saw today was obviously non-farm. So the first trade that I saw was pre-market. We got an SMT at this high. Beautiful 1-minute inversion of this big fair value gap right here. And data low, right? Targeting data low. So that played out perfectly. Probably wouldn't have taken this trade, just in my opinion, just shorting all-time highs. Probably would have rather wait for more structure. It was also pre-market. So, but if you did take this, very nice setup. Second trade that I saw today was definitely going to be this one. We got an SMT at this low, right? ES failed to come sweep out this low off open. Open manipulated, swept out this low. We get a liquidity sweep of that low, SMT, and we open up this giant 2-minute fair value gap, obviously right here. You see a great 2-minute distribution through the fair value gap. We displaced nicely, and you probably just could have gone for about a 1 to 1.2 right here, targeting this new all-time high that we created pre-market. So that was the second trade that I liked today. And then moving forward to the trade that I ended up taking today, this was the trade that I ended up taking, right? We did really nothing moving forward after that trade off open. We kind of just displaced higher. You can clearly see on the 15-minute time frame, no retracements, nothing really. Just displaced higher for about an hour before we opened up this 15-minute fair value gap right here. And at this point, I see price manipulating lower, being this leg right here. So I wanted to see us tap into this 15-minute fair value gap, maybe create an SMT with this low possibly, and give us an inversion to the upside. I didn't think that this was going to be high of day, so definitely wanted to see a move higher still, being at all-time highs. And the only thing about this trade is that we were still in a premium for sure, but I care about that a little bit less when we're at all-time highs, right? Price doesn't really feel the need to, retrace all the way down into a discount every time before we continue to get the move up, being at all-time highs. So I was kind of okay with disregarding that for this trade right here. But you can clearly see we got the tap into this 15-minute fair value gap. We didn't get the SMT. Both indexes delivered into the 15-minute fair value gap. We ended up opening up a 2-minute, which is going to be our highest time frame inversion here. I entered off this displacement, inversing this 2-minute gap. Great break-even point being this high inside of this 3-minute BPR right here. So quick break-even point. Just targeted a 1 to 1. Didn't feel the need to go all the way for this high. Just wanted to take my piece of the pie and get out, with it being Friday and going into the weekend. So entered in off that. Went break even when we got above this high, and price did not retrace back to my break even point, and we ended up flushing for a 1 to 1, right? So just pretty textbook trade there. All-time high price action, delivery from the 15-minute fair value gap, 2-minute V-shaped inversion. We're also in a macro time. being 10:40, getting close to a macro time. So the trade ended up being taken inside of a macro time, 10:50. We ended up flushing out to my full TP. But yeah, pretty textbook. Liked it a lot. Pretty textbook. Was able to end off the week green and go into the weekend. So trying to just reset and just get right for next week. So very excited to see what next week can bring us. I'm very happy with the place we are in right now in my trading. Very disciplined, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There were a couple good opportunities to take today, being those two trades that I went over before, and then I liked this trade a lot. Right, everything else I didn't really see too much. There were definitely some opportunities like this 1 minute inverse right here. It's kind of hard to show, but this 1 minute inverse right here. We just didn't really have any higher time frame delivery, so I was okay with waiting, not forcing anything, and then eventually my setup, presented itself, so I executed. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it.